There we go.
Hello everybody, I'm Bob Calvert. I'm the host of the TalkingWithHeroes.com talk show program, recently returned from Iraq and Afghanistan with the troops. And I'm here today in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the Military Writers Society of America conference. Their annual conference is MilitaryWriters.com. And we are starting out a whole series of interviews today, actually over the next 3 days. And today we're at Bethel Park High School. And members of the Military Writers Society of America have been at the school all day talking with students about history, writing, and various social issues. And with us now is one of the teachers from the school, Mr. Charles Youngs. And sir, if you could introduce yourself to the camera, talk a little bit about yourself and what you do here.
Sure. I work as the high school facilitator for the English language arts. So I'm in charge of the English department, and we were glad to have the Military Writers Society of America with us today to share about their writing process and their military expertise in our classes.
So how long have you been teaching here?
This is my 19th year of teaching.
19th? Wow, you look young to be teaching for 19
Thank you.
years.
They keep you young. The students definitely keep you young.
Okay. What has been the reaction to the writers? Have you gotten feedback from the students or other teachers? Or?
Right, it's been very positive. The students are impressed with the real deal, I think. You know, so many times things are mediated to them, and to have the person in the room is very important, and to be able to ask the questions that they have on their minds after they've read some of the excerpts of what people have written. They're able to follow up with questions, and that one-on-one interaction is really important.
So they've been talking about a variety of issues, right? History, writing, social issues.
Yes, in the English classes, of course, we've been interested in the history, but also in the writing process, how people have looked at, experienced the event, how they translate their experiences into writing, as well as if they're a journalist, if they're writing about somebody else's experience, how do they pull all of that research together and make a story that is understandable, especially to people who are of a different generation, maybe. Our World War II veterans or our Vietnam veterans stories seem eons away, right, to young people today, and so making those bridges is important. Then we teamed up with the social studies department so that they are bringing the history to life, so to speak. People who have actually been there or have reported on events that show up in the history books. It brings another perspective to history for these kids.
Excellent. So you had veterans, you had Vietnam veterans, or did you have a World War II veteran?
We had World War II, Vietnam, Korea. We've been saying everything from Iwo Jima to Iraq, really all of the conflicts that America has been involved in, even some of the bombing raids or missions have been part of the host of writers that we've had today. That's
excellent. It's good for the students too, because it gives them a sense of history, going back pretty far, as you said.
Yes, we've had some historians talking back as far as the Battle of Hastings in 1066. So, wow, and making some modern day connections there. It's been interesting.
What about social issues? You mentioned the social issues. Is that current or?
Somewhat. We've had some of the survivors of when the Iron Curtain came down. People who got out of Eastern Europe and telling their family stories. We had a speaker from who's the daughter of one of the servicemen who helped liberate a concentration camp. So obviously social issues come up there. And Pat Avery, her book on the Sharon Rogers Band, obviously some social issues there of an all-girls band playing in the 1940s and then coming home. And when all of the guys came home too and wanted to then have male bands, and so the social issues in terms of gender as well as race come up over our American history. And so just naturally, if they're writing about those those time periods, they're the social issues are going to come up.
Excellent. Since this is on YouTube, the troops can watch this in Iraq and Afghanistan. I already mentioned this to you before we started,
Sure.
but would you like to give a shout out to them and send them a message?
Oh well, sure. Keep doing the good work that you're doing, and come back with. I'm sure you're going to come back with fantastic stories of courage and sacrifice and honor, just as we've seen from your predecessors in the previous conflicts.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Thank
Sure.
you. Appreciate you sitting down with us.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, folks, we'll be back with more here at Bethel Park High School. I understand we may be talking with some students. So we're going to get some more feedback from the Military Writers Society of America writers speaking at the classes today.